I find it. I'm like, man, it makes me squirm a little bit to see a predator in the wild just like rip the internal organs out of another animal. It's like, oh my gosh, that's violent and brutal, but it's not wrong. And so this is why, in our culture, I think that the moral argument for God is one of the most potent apologetic paths that we have in the culture today. Because everybody has these opinions about morality that they hold pretty strongly to, but the secular and atheistic worldview cannot justify a binding morality that can govern a society. Atheists often misunderstand this point. What they think that someone like me is saying is that they're saying, oh, an atheist cannot be a basically moral person. Okay, that's not actually the point. I think an atheist can be a kind, decent, moral person. Absolutely. I've met some. But the point is, how can their version of morality actually be moral? Like the only morality that an atheist possesses is a morality that he has derived from my worldview and a civilization that has been built according to my worldview. And I would wonder what kind of civilization could an atheistic worldview build? Because it'd be a civilization built on the idea that humans are just other animals. And if that's the case, there is no morality. Nothing is more moral than something else. And so atheists they may prefer being kind and honest and generous and everything, but they cannot provide a compelling reason why being kind and honest and generous is better than being unkind and dishonest and stingy. It may well be what we prefer, but it's a very different thing to say, I prefer that people be honest. It's very different to say that than it is to say that it's actually better moral choice to be honest than to be dishonest. So the point is, Kohelet's saying, short of God and short of understanding who God is, from the perspective of under the sun secularism, humans are simply beasts who cannot lift their eyes or their souls above the dust. And therefore, all that life is a relentless succession of meaningless moments that will one day end in death.